What do the two different sunglasses have to do with anything? I'm confused.
Good afternoon, I'm Staff Sergeant Olomon, and today I want to convince you to spay and neuter your pets. How many people here have pets? How many of you who have pets, their pets are not spayed or neutered? So what I want to talk about is that out of thousands upon thousands of cats, dogs, and other pets living on the streets and shelters, in your homes, the cost, the resources, and the lifespan, and the life that you give your animal by having them spayed or neutered. Each year, 7 million pets are detained in shelters of dogs and shelters. Approximately 1/3 are adopted. 1/3 are returned to their homes, and 1/3 are euthanized due to overpopulation. The fates of cats are even more uncertain. 40% are adopted out, 5% are returned to original homes, and 40% are euthanized. With 30 or 40% of these animals never making it home, never having a home, or being killed, we need to take action now to reduce the population of these animals. Most of you, your pets, they stay at your home, they're indoors, you go to work, you leave your animal at home, you go home and you let your animal out in the yard. And you think, well, most of these problems of letting my dog out, letting my cat go outside, he's going to come home. These problems my dog's not going to go out and have intercourse with other animals to produce more offspring to increase this population. But I want to talk to you about what happens if they accidentally escape. There are nearly 70 million stray cats in the United States. Many of them started out as pets. 1/3 of the dogs and 5% of the cats make it go to the shelters after escaping ever make it to their original homeowners. The average unspayed female cat has 2 litters a year, averaging 6 kittens of each litter. So for every one of these cats that it gets out, you're talking 12 more adding to the population, and within 1 year become reproductive. So that 1 becomes 12, becomes 24, becomes so forth and so forth and so on, until this population of these animals overwhelms shelters. Only 10% of animals that are admitted to shelters are ever spayed and neutered. So if you think about that, these animals that are accidentally lost, in which we see it all the time. I see it here on post. You see dogs running around with no collar and no owner. They've gotten out. We have pet pages to return lost animals because of the necessity of this programs. Spaying and neutering your pets improves their temperaments and behavior. According to experts, neutered male dogs live 18% longer than non-neutered ones. Spayed females, 23% longer than their counterparts. I know for you, my pets are I'm not sure about you, but for me, my pets are part of the family. And for most of you, it's probably the same. And now you can actually increase their lifespan by spaying and neutering. Animals that are unaltered or fixed are more prone to mark territories with urine, bark, and exhibit dominance over and other related behaviors. Constantly in the news, you read about dogs biting children, strangers, and how this all rolls up and develops negative stereotypes towards a breed of animal, that it's an aggressive breed. There's even certain laws in place because animals are deemed to have aggressive behavior. You can reduce this aggressive behavior by neutering or spaying your animal. Studies have shown that more dog bites occur from unaltered than altered dogs. Science states that this is true, that you can protect your animal, you can protect the people around you, your children, your neighbor's children, the people that play around you, by having your animals fixed, spayed or neutered. Spayed and neutered can save money. And that's, we all work to make money. We love our animals, but if costs get too great, it comes taking care of your family or taking care of your pets, you're going to have to make a decision. That's not a decision anyone here wants to make. The cost of spaying and neutering is much less than taking care of kittens or pups. How many people here have had their own litters at their house? The cost of that was tremendous. It is the cost of taking care of a litter of pups is half the cost of having a child over the first initial year. Many communities have spay and neuter clinics at substantial discounts. So if the cost is the reason you're not having your animal spayed or neutered, your local community centers can provide you guidance to facilities that will save you money on having this done. And doing that, you lower the risk of different cancers, urinary tract cancers, reproductive cancers, as well as fatal urinary tract infections, which all equate to cost, which all equate to your animal, your family member living with you longer and being a member of that family for a substantial longer period of time. So in conclusion, we all believe we monitor our animals. We have control, but the realization is that we don't. And when that animal, that family member, that pet of ours gets out, that animal is going to reproduce. And now we have to consider the cause and effect of that situation. This once loved animal likely will not make it back to our home. It's going to go out and attempt to mark other locations. That, or if you do get the animal back, the cost of having, if it had puppies, the cost of disease, the other issues that go into the not spaying and neutering are much more substantial than the cost of spaying and neutering your animal. So, I implore you, if you have not spayed and neutered your pets, do so to increase their lifespan and the lifespan that you and your family get to have with your pets. Thank you.